Hello and welcome to the course of manufacturing method. So in this course we have already seen two topics. Two modules are already completed. Those two modules are, first one is casting and second module we have completed is metal forming. This is the third module, and the third module name of the module is machining and machine tool. And in this module we will first in this module we will see about various machining processes. So today in this lecture this is the ninth lecture of this course, and in this lecture we will study about introduction to machining. So let's start. So machining so machining is a so before starting just let's so this lecture name is introduction to machining. So let's start with the lecture objective. The lecture objective of this lecture is to understand about the mechanism, machine and machine tool. So first we will discuss about what is mechanism, what is machine, and what is machine tool. After that we will introspect about machining. We will see in detail, somewhat detail of what is machining, what is the basic principle of machining, such type of things. What are the input and output parameters of the machining, that we will see. Then after that we will understand the process parameter for machining. Then we will get a insight about different cutting motion or different motion for of metal cutting. Then we will classify the material machining processes, and we will understand about different cutting processes. These are the lecture objective. Now, so first, mechanism, machine and machine tool. So first understand one thing, what is mechanism. Mechanism is nothing but it's a combination of links or combination of rigid body. What is rigid body? Rigid body is a body in which two consecutive point or two random point. If this is a rigid body, here two random point, this if this is point 1 and this is point 2, two random point does not have any relative motion, that body is known as rigid body. That means this point and this point does not will not have any relative motion between them. So this is the concept of rigid body. When number of rigid bodies are joined together to for a specific purpose, that is called link. And the combination of link which can transform and transmit, which can transform and transmit motion only, that is called mechanism. So one of the example of mechanism, you have seen, I guess, you are doing engineering drawing. So in that engineering drawing you will see a device called drafter. So that drafter is not a machine, it is a mechanism. Why mechanism? It can transform and transmit your motion. It can transform or transmit the motion only. So that's why it is called mechanism. Similarly, what is machine? Machine is nothing but it's a combination of rigid body which can transform and transmit motion as well as force. Example of a machine, anything. You can take automobile engine, or you can say that the e-rickshaw, the printer, everything is a machine. In machine, what is happening? There is a combination of rigid body, and that body can transform and transmit motion as well as force. So both motion and force can be transmitted and transformed by a combination of rigid bodies, then it is called machine. Now what is machine tool? This is very important. So in this topic we will concern about machine tool, because I have said just a while before that the our topic or our module name is machining and machine tool. So machine tool is very important. So what is machine tool? Machine tool is nothing but a machine which can remove the material. This is important. The machines which can remove the material in the form of chip using a wedge shaped tool called cutting tool is known as machine tool. So I guess these three definitions are very clear to you. Now there is a statement. This type of question may come into the semester, that all machine or machine tools, all the machine tools are machine, but all the machine are not machine tool. So for answering this question, we should always know the difference between machine and machine tool. What is the difference? Machine can transform and transmit uh, motion and force, but machine tool, what it can do? Machine tool is a special type of machine. Machine tool is a special type of machine which can remove the material in the form of chip by using a wedge shape or a V shape tool, that is known as cutting tool, that is called machine tool. So we can say, we can answer this question, we can explain this statement by taking an example. Say lathe is a machine because it can transmit force and motion as well as motion. So it is a machine, but it is also a machine tool. Why it's a machine tool? Because it can remove the material in the form of chip using a cutting tool. We have all you are all seen a lathe in the workshop. You have seen lathe in the workshop, because and that lathe, what is the purpose of that lathe? The purpose of that lathe is to remove the material from the workpiece, and that is achieved by using a cutting tool, that is called a wedge shape tool, that is called cutting tool. So this is lathe. So we can say that lathe is a machine as well as a machine tool. But let us take an example of a machine, that is automobile engine. In automobile engine, what happened? In automobile engine, the chemical reaction, the combustion, heat from the combustion will be converted to mechanical energy. So that means force and motion can be transmitted and transformed. In case of automobile engine is a machine, but it is not a machine tool because it does not remove any material from any workpiece. So it is known as machine only. So as per the statement, that is the statement, that is all the machine tool are machine, but all machines are not machine tool. This is absolutely correct. So now we will see about the basic terms of machining. What is machining? So machining, as we are talking about manufacturing processes, so in there uh, we have seen that there are various manufacturing processes, and machining is one of them. In the machining operation, what happens? In the machining is a process of material removal. It's a process of material removal in the form of chip on a machine tool using a sharp tool, that is known as cutting tool, and this whole process is known as machining. So for machining, there are various topics that we should know about. So those are those that are the called input. And in machining, the example of machining are turning, shaping, fashing, drilling, milling, and grinding. And in the machining, what happens? There are various parameters, such as what is the work material, what is the cutting tool, what are the machining condition, and these three are placed into are come together along with the machine tool, and it can give the product, it can give the finished product. This finished product is known as machined product. So in case of machining, in one word, it is a material removal process, and the material is removed in the form of chips. Now this chip formation or this material removal can be achieved by using uh, uh, a wedge shape tool, that is called cutting tool. So that's it. That's it. So now this is machining. Now what is the basic principle? So I've said a wedge shape tool is there or sharp tool is there. That sharp cutting tool is used to cut away the material to make the desired shape, and the predominant cutting action involves the main cutting action involves shear deformation of the work material, or plastic shear deformation is involved in the case of in the case of cutting of the metal. So this here in this picture it is seen that the at that tip shear deformation started, and in this plane shear deformation work, and so the material is removed from here, from the cutting edge, and this is the original surface, and this is the new surface called machine surface. This is motion of the tool relative to work, and this is known as cutting tool, this is known as chip, and this is work piece or work part. So this is the basic principle. Now what are the input? I've said that there is various input and various output from a machining operation. So this is an this in this picture a complete idea of the inputs and outputs of the workpiece is given. So what are the input? First, the machine tool is an input. Work parameter, cutting parameters such as depth of cut, speed, feed, cooling condition, etc. Work holder, everything. Then cutting to tool parameters, that is cutting tool geometry, etc. Are there. Next, machining process. What machining process we are using? These are all the input, and the outputs are the measurement, that means cutting force, chip dimension, that is by optical and by ACM or scanning electron microscope, onset, shear direction, power, surface finish, tool wear, failure detection, temperature variation, part size. These are our measurement, and what we can derive from a experiment on turning or experiment on machining, we can derive specific horsepower required or power required for machining, we can derive flow stress, we can derive chip thickness ratio, shear front direction, velocities such as chip velocity, shear velocity, and so on. We can derive friction coefficient mu, we can derive strains, strain rate, cutting stiffness, and heat generated in the tool due to machining operation. These all those things can be used as a output parameter, and the input parameters are output, and input parameters are shown here. Input parameters are shown here. This side is mainly input parameter, and in case of output parameter, these are the output parameters. So this is our input and output for a operation, for a machining operation. Now we will see this machining operation one by one in detail later, in the later section or in the later lectures. So now we will see what are the motion that are importantly predominant in the metal cutting. So machine tool or metal cutting operation generally provide two kind of motion. First is primary motion, that is relative motion between tool and work responsible for cutting action. So the motion which is responsible for cutting action, that is known as primary motion. So in case of turning or in case of turning in a center lathe, what happen, a chuck is rotating in a circle. Now the cutting tool is touched on the face, on the edge of the chuck, edge of the workpiece, and feed motion is given. So now here in that condition, the main cutting action is due to the rotating motion of the tool. So the primary motion in case of lathe is the rotating motion of the tool, while the feed motion or secondary motion is given to the cutting tool, while the primary motion is given to the workpiece in case of lathe. Now in case of milling machine, what happens? In case of milling machine, the milling machine works as a in case of shaping machine or slotting machine, what will happen? There is a reciprocating motion of the tool, and there is a reciprocating motion of the tool while the workpiece will move. Sorry, in case of milling machine, there is a rotating motion of the tool and there is reciprocating motion of the workpiece. So that rotational motion of the tool in case of milling machine, rotational motion of the tool is the primary motion, and that linear motion of the workpiece is the secondary motion in case of milling machine. So for knowing what is the primary motion and what is the secondary motion, we need to know about two terms, two lines. First is generatrix and second is directrix. What is generatrix? What is directrix? See, if we want to make a surface, if we want to make a surface, means if we want to generate a surface. So if we want to generate a cylindrical surface, then what we will do? From a in a rod, if we want to generate a cylindrical surface, first a circle will be drawn, and that circle is repeated for subsequent time. When that circle is repeated for subsequent time, at that time what will happen? At that time the generation can be done. So in milling machine, that generatrix, where the generatrix lies at that point, at that direction, our primary motion lies, and and in the direction of directrix, is the feed direction. Okay. Now we will see about the cutting parameters. These are the general definition of cutting parameters. The main cutting parameters or process parameters are cutting speed, feed, and depth of cut. So cutting speed, that is given by millimeter per minute or meter per minute. That is the definition is, it is the relative speed of the workpiece or in bracket tool with respect to tool or in bracket workpiece, means it is the relative speed of the in the direction of, and it is in the direction of primary motion. Similarly in case of feed is the distance traveled by the workpiece distance traveled by the tool past the workpiece per revolution in the direction of secondary motion, and the feed and the depth of cut is the distance traveled by the workpiece, distance traveled by the tool in a cross feed direction. It is known as depth of cut. Now we will see the classification. The material removal process can be classified in three terms. First one is conventional process, next is abrasive process, and third one is non-traditional process. In case of conventional process, there are conventional process, the material is removed by a sharp sharp cutting tool, and in abrasive process material removal is done by hard abrasive particle. For example, abrasive process example is grinding. And non-traditional process, various energy from other than sharp cutting tool, abrasive materials or abrasive materials are used to remove the material generally by erosion. So this is our non-traditional process. Now, what are the advantages of conventional machining, or major characteristics and advantages of machining? The major characteristics are, the major characteristics are, they are generally macroscopic chip formation by shear deformation can be seen. Material removal takes place due to application of cutting force, that is energy. uh, Energy domain can be classified as mechanical, and cutting tool is harder than the workpiece at room temperature as well as under machining condition. So what are the advantages of machining? The advantages of machining are: variety of work material can be machined, variety of part shape and special geometrical feature is possible, good dimensional accuracy can be done, and good surface finish can be achieved. These are the advantages of machining process. And what are the disadvantages? That chip generated is a huge problem. This is one of the very huge problem, that is chip formation. Those chips which are formed are completely waste material, and that waste material should require higher level of waste handling, and it is a time consuming process, these two are the main disadvantage of uh, our machining process. Now we will see what's up. So now there are different type of machining operation. So first one is turning. In turning, what we do, in we using a single point cutting tool, we can reduce the diameter of a cylindrical job. We can reduce the diameter of the cylindrical job. Now in drilling, secondly in drilling we can use a drill bit, and we can make a hole in a workpiece, that is called drilling. Milling, the operation milling is, in case of milling, the rotation, cutter rotation is we can see cutter rotation, and by that we can make a plane surface, we can make a straight line surface, or we can make a plane surface. Next is shaping. A slot or face can be shaped using shaping machine. Planing, similar to the shaping machine, it is similar to the shaping machine, but it is used for larger object. And next is broaching. In case of broaching, what happened, the internal surface can be finished by using broaching operation. Next is sawing. In case of sawing, by using multiple blade, material is removed or cut. So these are the different machining operation. So that's it for today, and I guess you have enjoyed this lecture, and if you have any problem, just feel free to contact with me, and in the live class we will discuss about this in detail. So thank you for listening to this.